Okay, welcome back. Now, this is the first episode of the post-game series, so yeah, you might see some little changes here and there. Some of my classes got stronger. I unlocked some of the challenger levels, or not challenger upgrades. I know. I will be uploading the elite, or not the elite, the dungeon levels with both the basic one and the hard level to those two variants were around the same time I've been playing this game, so it's not gonna it's gonna be a little bit of a rewind, so don't worry about that. I also will eventually post a not really a guide, but just kind of like what good strategy I like using, because I did see some from a guide and I think there's some other ones that work. But yeah, once again, working on these episodes. I actually doing this right after recording the last one, so a lot of editing for me to do. And for the most part, these post-game levels, I'm not gonna show that much because again, it's just the same old gameplay. Especially these early levels because it's so easy. Even though I'm not even like that of a level advantage, it's still enough to see, yeah, these pigs are weak. Like, holy. And now we face the first mini boss, Low Brute, which is yeah, just a fat pig that just does a bunch of damage. I like the concept of these mini bosses, and you can also hear in the background they're also using the soundtrack for I think it's the Tinker Titan boss, but I think it's for any other of the overworld bosses. So I like that actually. A little change up in the soundtrack is really good because yeah, makes it nice. And these mini bosses are cool. Like honestly, like just being able to fight these bosses, get rich off these, like I like these fights. I actually like this concept really good. And yeah, of course with these bosses I get these useless crafting ones. They actually are useless trash, so I would not recommend like getting these at all. So yeah. And also, please. Okay, I didn't open it, but I think I did. Do not open those chests. Like do not open them because they have a bunch of mastery and you should only do it when you have all the classes, which actually I didn't. I did not. Okay. Good on me. Good on me. We also unlocked the Avenger for the first time. So, okay. I will say the Avenger is such a good class in this game. The shield that it adds is so much stronger than it was in the original game. And it's actually not even a meme class anymore. It's actually a really good class. I like using this class. It's really good. Okay, yeah, as you can see, my mistake right here. Open up this chest. There are some classes that I've yet to be unlocked. I will go over those later. I think I will, like, later in this episode because I do eventually go to the next cave. So, yeah. Now we end up facing the first ever boss fight of these Chronicle caves. It's just the shaman that you would regularly see from the battles where he just hits everyone. Everyone's reduced healing. And yeah, just does a vicious backstab, which is kind of like the Torque. So yeah, not really a hard fight at all. Just, especially because of how easy it is. So let's just kind of skip over this and just get this over with. Now we end up unlocking the red key, which now we unlock this level right here. And we also unlock the other key right there. So yeah, we end up getting the gates as well. I did miss another one, but that will be later in the episode. So I do get that unlocked. And now we face Eastern Cobalt Plateau 7 with the Desert Pig, infamously known with how they have a bunch of them, deal a lot of damage, and the big old boss guy right here. Well, actually, hold up, let's just wait till the fight starts. Yeah, that one right there does a bunch of damage. I gave up really fast because I didn't want to deal with that, so I end up going to the other red key gate that you saw and just fight some of these tribal pigs. So let's just get to the more exciting part. After beating the little level right there, we get some little resources right there. Kind of lame for a post-game level. And we also unlock this gate, so I'll be quiet for a minute right here. Satisfying, ain't it? And now we end up fighting this level, which I probably should have been better equipped with the classes because, yeah, having these classes don't really help against the ninjas, so probably could have done better in the strategy, but nonetheless, easy fight by the way. I was wrong because, yeah, we are pretty much dead. I switched it up a little bit. Ended up using Rainbird as my support and also the heals. Same thing with the Druid, matching the heals, and then the Samurai just dealing a bunch of damage. So, yeah, not that bad. I want to point out right here. So Chuck he avoids some of the hits, which I am aware of this glitch. It's called like passive sticking, which basically passes while they stick on classes, which can lead to situations like this where I previously used the Lightning Bird and it had dodge ability, but now my Rainbird has that dodge ability. And it could be vice versa, where I'm using maybe just simply an elite, and when I upgrade it to a like special variant that has the ability, it may not even have the ability used at all. So I don't use this bug. It's really weird if you do, because again, you're just ruining the fun for yourself. But yeah, I wish this bug kind of gets fixed because I know like it's kind of annoying, especially when I get some of the newer elites that have abilities and I actually can't use some of them sometimes. So it gets kind of in the way. So we just ended up beating some friendship levels, and now we end up facing the bigger boss, Tribal Pack, which just does a lot of damage to everyone, blocks our rage ability, and then has a triple attack which does damage to one bird, one gets stunned, and then one gets dispelled. Now my strategy right here was simple. Have Matola's shield, pretty much negate most of the damage, and then just go all out. I specifically also used the Rage Chili on my red, not only to deal damage, but also because of the ability that it has, where the more Rage Chili you get, wilding, it deals more damage. Now, you can see right here, this is my first attempt, obviously, and doesn't really go that well. Yeah, it really doesn't. So we just end up leaving the fight and trying once again. Nah, we did it. It actually worked out this time. So the point was trying to get lucky so that Prince, or not Prince Porky, Piggy McCool would take all the damage. and then whatever happened with the rest of the birds would be okay. And in this perfect situation, I not only stun him, by the way, Matilda is able to use her ability because she didn't get stunned, and the Dispel, who cares about that? Who really does? And yeah, it's easy pickings from there. May not be the best fight, may not be the worst, but we did survive. I will admit, I panicked a little bit. I used the Rage Chili, but again, did it matter? No. Because yeah, as you can see, our red did survive. Oh, I remember why he died. Okay, so you're gonna see right here. Because it's spoiler alert, he's dead. Yeah. No shields, no heals from him, so yeah, easy fight. Thank God. Now we unlock the Challenger Samurai, which isn't as cool as the Elite Samurai, just because again it's just like purple instead of the cool dragon head. It's really useful just for stuns. It's kind of just there for utilizing the stun ability that it has to deal more damage on stunned opponents, which pairs up with the little cheesy strategy of having the Grand Slimes items. And we just face this filler level. Totally get a little chest right there. So now I end up buying an Elite. The Spies, I don't know why I bought them in the first place, given that you actually unlock them later on. I buy the Rogues as well, Paladin. Damn, I bought a lot of classes in this time. Paladin's really useful, being able to get the heals, and then I don't know why I bought the Rogues and the Spies, especially because the Spies, you can get that upgrade easily, and then the Rogues is just like kind of trash mid. Questionable on my part, but I think this was an attempt to try to beat the sand level, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, no, this fight is not working out, and you can see I did another attempt, does not work out at all, so yeah, this strategy, incredibly useless, so moving on. I don't know what type of kush I was smoking during this fight. I don't know what was my idea behind using Stoneguard, Princess, and Thunderbird as my strategy. This is probably one of the worst ever decisions I made in my life, because here's the deal. Yes, when they attack you, they get a reduced shield after they hit you for the full damage, and yeah, not really it. I like Stoneguard, I really do, because it's able to pair up with the negative effects, dealing a bunch of damage, but the fact that this doesn't even shield itself from taking damage in the first place, I don't know, maybe give it like a 10%, 20% shield, maybe reduce the damage reduction as well, and maybe it can be a good class. It's kind of just really niche, if anything. Now, I wish I was to say this was my strategy. I looked it up. I don't really ever look up tutorials because, again, it kind of ruins the fun of just actually trying the game itself, but at this point, I was sick and tired of just having to fail once again, and surprised this didn't come to my mind. Utilizing the treasure hunters as a way to reflect all the decreased damage, and then just having all the damage directed to red, because again, I don't know why I healed him. I should even Matilda. There was an obvious bird in need of heals. But yeah, the strategy was just directing all the damage to red, reflecting all the damage reduction, and just going ham with the insane damage. So I would occasionally heal up just so that my red doesn't die, but you'll see at some point. It's kind of actually crazy how I end up surviving this level. Yeah, by like a sliver of an inch of just health. Like, it's literally on like life alert right here. And yeah, I just redirect all the damage to Matilda instead, so that she is now the new tank. But also because now that red has pretty much the lowest health it can have, it's gonna go ham. So actually, let's see how. Please, I just want to see some damage. 2,000 right there. One shot that pig. Yeah, the strategy was it. And for all that, we still end up having to fight some levels. Now in the original, this was where you would unlock the priestess, but again, now that they changed some of the class locations, it's just a filler level instead. So yeah, it's a little bit of a challenge. I will eventually 3-star it, don't you worry. It just won't be in the videos because yeah, it's just repetitive footage that I don't want to repeat. Okay, so you see those little tiny health bars? They die instantly. I don't know if this is a bug, I don't know if maybe this is the point just to be a funny filler level. I don't know, but damn was that fight just disappointing to see because yeah, instantly dead. And as the big spender I am, I ended up buying some more classes as well. What did I buy? Let's see. Any minute now. Old me. Can you buy something now, please? Like, what is this? I think I'm just making it very clear I'm buying stuff. So, oh, Marksman. Good upgrade. Marksman is a really underrated class, by the way. Should be used a lot more because, yeah, the value it provides, very useful. And now we're on to Cave 2, which I don't think there's any nesting necessary. It's just me again using some of the birds. I will upload the full like clips of like me actually beating the whole cave because again, I wish I could cover some of these levels, but it's just the same old, same old. And again, if you really just want to listen to the gameplay, I will put it, of course. I will take no offense. Trust me. Okay, I will cut this off a little bit. I'm trying some new classes as well, you know, utilizing some of the new elites I got. Wouldn't be on combo, I would use though, because yeah, no heals from any of these teammates besides the spies, which isn't really a heal, it's just you heal based on the amount of damage you do. A little hiccup right there. But yeah, probably never see this again. And because I got a lot of coins, I buy the... Oh, it's a priest. Okay, I don't know why I called it the priestess before. Maybe it was like that in the original game. I could not know. I don't know, actually. I mix up some of these classes. Yeah, I buy the elite because honestly, it's a really underrated class and you will see how useful this becomes. Not in these levels though, because they are pirates. Immune to negative effects, so you won't see me using those. But later down, you'll see the value of this elite and this class in general. Because I remember when I first played that game, I didn't like the class. I didn't know how to use its mechanic with the Spirit Link, and I just thought it, you know, it wasn't instant heals. So it was trash to me, but now it wasn't. Growing up, now I'm a grown man. In college. Whatever. Oh lord. Now we fight the next mini boss, which is just a little it's just one of those matey pigs that just deals damage, flicks the poison, get rid of it. And I think he also has a shield, which is why we brought Piggiana Jones, just to kind of get rid of that. But in this case, I don't even think I use it, because yeah, he just dies quick. You kind of see why I don't cover these early game battles. They're really repetitive and very easy to beat, so no challenge at all. Damn. Wizard and Skulkers in this fight? Yeah, I don't know what was I thinking about using Skulkers in this fight, but I respect the Wizard pick now. I really like Wizard now. I'm an enthusiast, but not that much though, because yeah, no, I don't think this class is the best, but still pretty good. Okay, now I know I did say these, gameplay is repetitive, but Bard. A really good class in this situation where you want heals, but you also don't want to, rely on something like the Druid or the Priest where it has like a bunch of negative effects. May not be instant heals, but it's good. Also, damn you motorcycle in the back. I'm trying to record. Holy. Now we end up facing this boss right here, which just, this is your regular 4-man pig. Does the bunch of damage, summons pigs. I probably should have used shield early on because yeah, stuff like that, I could easily lose Chuck in an instant, so could be smarter with that. But again, you kind of know the deal. He's gonna die. Now we unlock Cave 3, but also a little surprise. Many horizontal. We get the first iron, which you might ask, what is an iron? I wish I knew as well. But basically, you get to unlock these special classes in the shop with iron. And yeah, they're basically what they were the legacy classes, but now they're actual classes now. They're not just recolored elite classes. They're actual classes now. And you see Ronin, Sorcerer, Lunar Healer, Corsair, Ninjas. Now, if I were you and you're playing this game, probably get the Corsair first. Probably the strongest out of the bunch. Then you probably go like Ronin, Lunar Healer, or Sorcerer in any of those orders that matters to you. I don't like Ninjas. Ninjas is probably one of the worst classes I've seen. But eventually, you'll see what I pick. So, let's get to that. And after long and careful thinking, which, yeah, no, I actually took my sweet time. I got the Sorcerer. Again, I've seen the Discord and also my Avenger. Okay, that's cool. But by the way, I see that people don't like this class as well. I can kind of see why. Because it's like, okay, you just deal critical damage, hit twice, cool. But am I just trying to be different? But I actually think this is like a really good pickup. I don't know why I went to OBS, but yeah. No, I like this pickup. I really do. The crit is so useful early on, just being able to break through some of these birds. And you'll see eventually, that's kind of well. So yeah, little highlight right here, you know, double hits. Pair this up with, you know, maybe something with like what, Hocus Pocus, double heals. One set combo you will see me use a lot is this class with Twin Lightning. Twin Lightning is like actual steroids for this class. Just being able to just deal a bunch of damage twice with the crits and the boosted crit bonus that you get from the attack. I know I just spoiled some of it, but I just gotta say, early on, this thing is like, it just shreds through stuff. I don't use it as much after this, but that's only until like Cave 20-ish where I stopped using it, so enjoy it while it is. Okay, now we face the mini boss, which I think this is literally just that one boss level we had in the overworld, but just as a mini boss now. And yeah, utilize this strategy: counter and cupcake track. Which again, these angry birds in the back are being very loud, but yeah, no, very easy level, very easy. Now we face the final boss of the final episode for today, or not final episode, for the final bit of today. So yeah, I wish we had Prince Porky on our team because being able to get rid of that would be nice. But as you can see, I don't think I stay with this strategy. I think I change it up because yeah, the missing is getting quite annoying. But let me see. Oh, never mind. I think I just keep on going because yeah, that's kind of the sad thing about these early levels. You just brute force your way through this and you're just done. So yeah, there you go. I don't even think I restart. You should use like lightning bird or something to dispel that ability to like dodge attacks. It gets annoying, so would highly recommend that and just like good heals just to heal off damage. So yeah. Now this is the end of the episode. I do a few caves, and eventually I think I'll just cover the rest of the caves where we get the other like special classes. So that'll be in the next episode. And again, once again, thank you for the support. I'm trying to get these videos out, just trying to start a career from this, hopefully. And yeah, get the another early on the way. So yeah, that'll be it. And trying to get these videos as soon as possible for you guys. So yeah, see y'all in the next one.